What up? It's Thesis, representing Knuckleheads Cali, F2D, them team, Star Child of Rock. You already know how it is. Seattle, Washington, Tucson, Arizona. I've been dancing since '98, so pretty much 13 years about. And pretty much, man, like, this is what I do, you know? I love doing what I do, so. Ever since then, I kind of just caught with the wave, you know what I'm saying? Everything just kind of inspired me from then, so I kind of got into it with no intention of what I was actually feeling at the time, but then I started feeling it later through knowledge and through experience and everything like that, through meeting people and having role models and shit like that, you know what I mean? And just came to a point where I just stuck with it. Family motivated me, you know, friends motivated me, girls motivated me, you know, traveling, other b-boys, and just life in general, you know what I mean? Like, when I started, I didn't know, you know, I didn't know what was gonna happen, but it came down to a point where, like, I kind of just had this feeling that I was doing the right thing, you know, and pretty much when you have that feeling, you become really passionate about something. And, you know, I mean, I guess I wasn't the best student in school or whatever like that, but, you know, I wanted to be the best at what I did, and that was dancing, and that was b-boying, you know? And through that, I saw the beauty in it. I saw the beauty in the culture, in the hip-hop culture, and then I started seeing a lot of other dance styles, and that just inspired me, you know? It motivated me to just expand more and more and more, and not only just through dancing, but just as a person in general. Well, I mean, I've been into house dancing for a long time. I got into house dancing when I got into Sour Patch, and I was about 11, 12 years old. I met a guy named Weehum, and well, I met a guy named Paranoid Android, and then he introduced me to a guy named Weehum, and he pretty much, like, he was like the illest house dancer that I ever known. You know, him and Yoshi, and pretty much all the original Sour Patch Kids, you know, Yoshi, Tosh, Weehum. These were the guys doing it, and ever since then, I kind of was just like, damn, like, it's amazing, you know, like, I feel like it's so related to b-boying. It has kind of like the same mentality, you know, but at the same time, it's like its own thing, and it's its own, like, expression, so I wanted to be a part of that. And then, you know, I got into a lot of other dances, not got into a lot of dances, but I use other dances, you know, as examples into what I do. I want to expand to other things, as in, you know, DJing, you know, graphing, even MCing, you know what I mean? I'm not the best MC, but, you know, see me when I'm drunk, I'll smoke you, dad. Nah, I'm just playing, but there's always gonna be things that inspire you in many ways, you know. You just gotta keep in mind that everything, like, art is everywhere, you know. And I mean, look at the culture now, you know, like, there's so many other things now, like, you know, like, everyone just getting down, you know, getting the kids into it, you know, all the workshops that are going down all over the world, you know, not even just b-boying, like, you know, freaking graph and DJing, and even clothing, you know, even all the vendors and everyone, that's hip-hop right there, you know what I mean? All the people that are doing their thing, that are passionate about it, and giving into, or not giving in, but giving back to what the hip-hop culture has already given them, you know what I mean? And just adding on top of that, you know? And that's the beauty about hip-hop, is because it never stops adding, you know? And that's the whole point, you know? Originality. Producer-wise, man, J Dilla, of course. Gotta give it up to Slum Village, you know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest, you know what I'm saying? Big L, you know what I'm saying? Gangstar, you know? Mad Villain, you know? Mos Def. I'd probably be a DJ. Like when I'm home, you know, like, all I do is dig for music, and I'm really passionate about music and collecting music, you know. So I'm always looking for new music, always looking for new things to kind of expand on that, you know. Because when I dance, I wanna vibe to other tunes, not just breaks, you know, not just hip hop tracks or anything like that. Just anything that kind of soothes the soul, you know. Music is life, music is everything, you know. Without music, we wouldn't be doing anything of what we're doing right now, You know what I mean? If you think about it, when we dance, when our feet hit the floor and everything like that, we're making music. You know, when we dance, we're like, bah, 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 bah. You know what I mean? No matter what, you know? It ain't no stomp the yard shit, you know what I mean? But it's natural. I listen to a lot of like jazz, like a lot of, not so much jazz as in like Miles Davis kind of thing, but like more of like a groovy jazz, you know what I mean? Kind of like lounge music, stuff like that, really chill, you know? Like when I dance, I don't really like to push it. Like, not push myself, I push myself in other ways, but I mean like force my dance, you know what I mean? So I get a lot of calm music and a lot of jazzy, chill shit, you know what I mean? And not only that, but just like, if I feel like going like really like hard, I'll put on some like, I don't know, I'll put on some like rock music, you know, but like real funky rock music with ill guitars and hard beat hitting and shit like that, you know what I mean? Because that's, like I said, man, anything to just move the soul. Probably like once a week, I get a question, I get someone that hits me up that says, hey, you know, how can I improve? Tell me how I could become a better b-boy. And truthfully, what you're doing right there by asking me is what you don't want to do to become a better b-boy. You know what I mean? Because if you're asking someone for help, you're never going to really find what you're truly looking for. You know what I mean? You find that naturally in your dance, through your dance. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, don't ask your idols how you become a better b-boy. You know what I mean? Figure out what your idols are actually doing and figure out how they became them. You know what I mean? But you don't want to become them. You want to become you. So you got to listen to the music that you come across to. You gotta feel or feed off the energy and feed off the inspiration that you come across to. You know what I mean? Don't rush yourself, you know? I mean, I know how easy it is to see b-boying on YouTube and it's just different now, you know? Like when before YouTube, we used to go to jams and we used to just wait for jams so we could see the people in person. Now, you could look at any b-boy, any move, anything you want on YouTube, tutorials or whatever, but you know, before that, it was really hard to come across and it was more valuable. Now it's just kind of like you ask for everything, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, the scene is spoiled right now. The scene is so spoiled, they just want, you know, they just grab and they just want and they want everything so fast, but if you just took your time, you would naturally fall into the generation you belong. If you rush yourself, you're gonna play yourself out, straight up, yo. I mean, I've been dancing for a while, you know, but I don't ever let anything consume me. I just take my time and I learn what I learn at that time and I expand, and when I feel like I need to expand a little bit more, then I go a different direction. I don't keep going up, I go all around. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep a full circle, and your circle could be big, your circle could be small, your circle could be, you know, out of normal, you know, going out of the circle, but creating another circle, you know what I mean? It's never ending. You know what I mean? Your mind of b-boying should be a cipher. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like you have to be on the top. Because when you're on the top, man, people are gonna be grabbing for you, pulling you down. You know what I mean? But you don't want that. You want support. You know? So why do you want to beat anyone? You know? Just do yourself. Do your thing, and stop biting. Stop biting. Simple as that. Peace.